Oh, yep. There we go. Okay, I can see the YouTube chat. I'm watching this on YouTube, so hopefully quality-wise it's okay. Doing it at max. Also trying to get that volume just right, so it's not too, you know? Let's see, Honkai Star Rail version 1.2, Even the Immortality Ends special program. That sounds foreboding. Also, is this like... Okay, yeah. It's just it's just capturing this section of the window, so if I move around, bad. Of course, we're all going to be running to put in our redemption codes as the stream goes. So obviously, you know, if you're watching this, I might type in the redemption codes in chat to make it easier for people to copy and paste. Because we'll all have like a minute. So this is scary because like I want both Kafka and Blade, and I got every character so far, every limited character so far. So I don't have that much Stellar Jade left in terms of pulls. I have to hope that we get like another 5 events and get very lucky on one of the 2 banners. If I want both characters. Or lucky on both, I guess, by not losing any 50-50s. Because I'm not on a guaranteed or anything. The real question is, if I lose on one, will I still go for the other or vice versa? Like if the first one is Blade and I pull and I lose to 50-50, I can't really pull for Blade again. Or I might not be able to afford it. Also depends on what the 4 stars are on each banner. Because if like Blade's banner has like Dawn Hung March 7th Asta again, like obviously I don't want to pull on it because I'm like, I don't need those characters. Or if it's like over like Blade's banner is like Herda, Pella, something. Because my Herda is E5, my Pella, I obviously got E6 on the Luocha banner. We got our free Yukong finally, which I'm very excited for. This is exciting. It looks like we're actually gonna have. Oh man, I remember the fiasco last time. I was like, oh no. I watched like the 1.2 special program late because, and then we watched like the second half of it in like Chinese where I didn't understand it. I don't understand a word of Chinese. So, now that we're gonna have the full version special program like on time, this is exciting. You know, I guess like real quick disclaimers, I don't look at leaks. I don't care to look at leaks. I have friends of mine who do. As a free to play, I would actually, if you're free to play, I would recommend looking at leaks from people. You know, go find them. And the only reason I say this is because like I can always not. I can like free to play is a choice. For some people, free to play is the only way they can play this game. So if you're watching this and you're free to play, and you know I don't look at leaks, and I wouldn't normally encourage people to look at leaks, but if you are free to play, it can help save you time and money in the future to have a better experience. So don't know that this is not the be all end all. I believe that Honkai Star Rail's Twitter already did. Oh, it's well.
dark horse, Mr.
Well,
Yang?
speak for yourself. Albert, if I had met you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a more interesting turn.
You know, I heard you had something new in the works. What's it about? Let me guess. The Adventures of the Nameless.
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ooh, inspiration. How about,
How about this?
We give you some ideas. After all, when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
Security! Security!
The rules of this game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, every question and answer is constrained by previous choices. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. I've been seeing just a new area. So this is Blade. Everyone told me that like they're jealous I got Lucha because they said Blade and Lucha works together.
The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor. As coming here triggered your memory. What happens next?
Ooh.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right here.
The karma of past lives changed the world of the present.
I will show you to despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another, and destroy that which you love with your own hands.
Who the hell are you? All right. We got first code. Code is 7B6B7GBZTVTB. Of course, you know, I'm also putting my codes in. Did I copy it wrong? 7B, 6B. 7B, 6B, 7GB, ZT, VTB. Oh, I put an extra 1 in there by mistake. My bad.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your buddy Albert, and welcome to the version 1.2 Even Immortality Ends special program. Today, we have 3 special guests in the hot seats. Introducing...
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks. My name is Corey Landis, and I voice Welt.
Guys, it's great to have you with us. Man, that trailer was a roller coaster. Corey, your thoughts?
Whoa, me already? Okay. It looked like various factions were getting ready for battle. I think we're one move away from a serious showdown here.
Agreed. It was cool to see some new environments and enemies, too. I better get my team in order.
You're gonna need to, my friend. In version 1.2, the Xianzhou Lao Fu will face a setback that threatens the fate of the whole alliance. The Trailblazer will need to pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the sealed ambrosial arbor, where a decisive battle with the one responsible for the Stellaron
Top
disaster
tower
awaits.
thrust.
Not to mention, Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Don Hung's journey has been
Yeah.
longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, come on, guys. Trying to get me fired here. Editors, cut that bit out. What was I going to say? Oh, right. The story left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time.
It sure did. I mean, why did Jing Yuan deploy those forces? Who is he trying to catch?
And what about the Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out too. I'm sure
They're having
all
fun.
these questions will be answered in the upcoming story. Now,
I'm looking forward to
aside
this
from
story.
Trailblaze mission updates, version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the war. First on the scene, Blade.
Okay, Blade's first banner. Everyone's already Kafka's to be first banner. I think Blade's gonna be first banner. It looks foul ashy. It's cool.
I have a question for Damon.
It's destruction.
Say there were 5 people. Would I be one of them?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about anything.
Wait, he's a sword?
Okay.
A member of the Stellaron
Well,
Hunters and a swordsman
I'm
who
pretty
bent
sure
his
I'm
body
not
to become
one
a
of the
blade.
5 people, but here is a fact for you. Whenever Blade gets scary, it's the Mara flaring up.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the Mara inside him.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I meant to say. You know, most of the time, Bladey's a nice, quiet boy.
Totally. He's not a strong communicator, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure half my recording sessions have focused on.
He's a witty
2
destruction
sounds.
character.
Number 1.
Oh, that's pretty good. Slots
Number
into my
2.
teams.
I can believe that.
I think Blade and Kafka are gonna because
Strange that a lone wolf like
I'm
him would
essentially
wanna
using only
team
Sampo
up
for
with the
wind.
Stellaron hunters.
and I'm essentially using only
Unless
Jing Yuan
Kafka's
for
spirit
Jing
whispered
Yuan and
him
Ting
into
Yun
it?
for
Kafka was
electricity.
more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because Elio promised him the outcome he desired.
Outcome? Meaning vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this guy.
Not just vengeance, a funeral.
A funeral.
His own, to be precise. Through
Oh.
unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His body recovers from the worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries, even from death itself. Those bandages aren't for show. For Blade, immortality isn't a blessing. It's a curse that follows him wherever he goes.
Yikes. And I thought I had problems, huh? Well, let's leave something to the imagination here. I'm sure our trailblazers will find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold. For now, let's take a look at what he's capable of on the battlefield.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Blade is a wind-type character, following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies. And I guess that's the risk you take when you're immortal. Huh?
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape. While Hellscape is active, Blade deals greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords. While Shard Sword is a single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question.
Standard thing.
Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little dicey.
A bit. Well, there's a silver lining. When Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and recovers a set amount of HP.
Oh.
When Blade unleashes his ultimate, his HP is set to 50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
HP for damage, huh? Interesting. No wonder he's so indifferent to being healed. Huh?
And the more HP Blade loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah, it does. Blade's technique, Karma Wind, also consumes his HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
Ooh, when it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself than his enemies.
So wait, does he not
This
use
hurts
skill
me
points,
more
or
than
does
it
he also
hurts
use
you.
skill points with this?
New ultimate line, anyone?
Because he's like
We can't let Blade steal the show.
he's like
It's
Arlen
time
then,
to talk
right?
about
Because Arlen
another
also uses
Stellar
HP?
Hunter. His partner in crime, Kafka.
Oh, that's cool. Get to use Kafka again. Yay. We already know what her things look like. It's just actually seeing the full effects of it now.
Kafka's a familiar face at this point in the story. She was the first person the Trailblazer set eyes on, and meaning Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazer's first words.
So can you talk about the fact that you see Silver Wolf, Blade? I guess I don't know who that in the background is.
Okay,
For all we know, that's
I
either
don't
Elio.
think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert. Look, what I am interested in is this. Since Kafka appeared on Herta Space Station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals, and draw the crew onto the Cienjo La Fu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the palm of her hand.
It's like Kafka said, when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron hunters are seasoned professionals.
Well, that might be the case, but that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a director?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Ooh. So Kafka
Remember, the
was born
Sun
on
Hunters come
Terias
collected.
5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion of fear, and
Oh.
therefore cannot comprehend the value of life. When Elio promised to bring about a change for her, she signed up without a second thought.
Now, for someone who can't feel fear, she's pretty great at making others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
Oh, yes. I thought you'd never ask. So Kafka is a lightning type character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies. Her skill deals lightning damage to multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
Yep.
That is to
See that in
say,
her
if
battle.
an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right. Not to mention, additional damage doesn't replace existing DOT. I mean, did you think Kafka was gonna take it easy on him? Come on. And separately, after an ally uses a basic attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. Kafka's ultimate, on the other hand, deals lightning damage to all enemies with a chance of shocking targets and immediately dealing additional damage to those already shocked. Kafka's technique can attack all enemies within a set range and deals lightning damage to all enemies after entering
Hey, it's
battle.
Luca.
How elegant.
Well, she likes elegant things, and there's a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's abilities are kind of terrifying. Her enemies are like flies trapped in a web, slowly taking damage until...
Boom.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah, from HP sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block. It's time to introduce our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Now, think again. I'm talking about the born and bred Bellabog hero, Luca!
Oh, come on.
So he's a 4-star character. I heard he's a Nihility as well.
So that's the guy on the light cone.
That's kind of like...
He looks a little different on the light cone.
Luca is an underworld fighter that goes by the
Carefree
moniker
fighter from Wildfire.
Luca Strongarm. He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luca spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact, he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's also a reliable operations consultant for the moles.
So he's with the moles, huh? Does Luca know he's a member?
Probably. The kids of the underworld look up to Luca in a big way. And the reason he fights is to set a good example of dedication and discipline. And speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
Luca is a physical type character following the path of nihility.
Okay, he is
After
Nihility.
multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His skill deals physical damage to a single target and has a chance of inflicting bleed.
During
That's
battle,
really good.
Luca can obtain Fighting Will through a variety of attacks. When Fighting Will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luca's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with the final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
Kids today, no respect.
When Luca unleashes his ultimate, in addition to dealing damage, he also obtains Fighting Will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Oh.
Ooh, and when your opponent's fist is the same size as your head,
Coup de grace.
it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares me. I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but I think Luca's strength lies in his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luca obtains Fighting Will after entering battle.
Jeez, does this guy ever take a break? Well, it was great to start off the program with a character deep dive. Next up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.2. Let's start with a Path of Destruction light cone, the unreachable side.
Oh, okay. Question. The Paradise Blade mentions in his ultimate line, is that where he's standing right there?
I don't know what paradise means to you, Corey, but a barren sword-filled wasteland isn't my idea of a vacation.
Unlimited
Speak for
Blade Works.
yourself. Here's a fun fact. Each of those swords had an owner, and Blade was the last one to see them alive.
Oh, whoa! So he killed them for their swords. Only a brutal, calculated, jealous mind could do something like that.
Stop! The maniac and sociopath segment is over. Moving swiftly onto a 5-star Path of Nihility light cone. Patience is all you need. Here we see our resident sociopath again.
Okay. Well, looks like Kafka's waiting for the main course to arrive there, huh?
What do you think's on the menu?
You want to guess?
What are you looking at me for? Nobody eats out, right? During the first phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Lost Soul.
Sushang!
Obtained the limited 5-star.
Sushang! He wants Sushang, please! Also, I can get Arlen for the first
drop
time.
rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Nessun Dorma, Trailblazers can obtain the
Yay,
limited 5-star
Lucas.
character
More
Kafka
samples.
and 4-star character Luca. And during the same phase, in the light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, patience is all you need, will be boosted. And that's a wrap on
Those are
banners.
good 4-star banners, too.
Ooh,
I need that
right
E1 Sushang.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, man, I'm excited for Blade's banner now. Alright, here's second code, MSPT7HAZTCTX. Put that in the chat, redeem it myself, make sure I put it in correctly. I did, which means I can now go back and pin this one as well. So yeah, if anyone missed the codes, you know, they were there. Dungeons are limited, so act fast. As in, they expire like tonight for some reason.
Welcome back, everyone! As mentioned at the start of the show in version 1.2, before the Trailblazers' decisive boss battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No surprise then?
The new area looks really cool.
1.2 will unlock 2 new areas.
The Alchemy
Alchemy
Commission.
Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Now, the Alchemy Commission, is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...?
Ooh, you got it! The Alchemy Commission is one of the 6 commissions of the Lafu. And, for no prize whatsoever, can anyone name all 6?
Oh, yeah, let's see. The Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum roll, please. The Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality, but these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemy Commission folks in Exalting Sanctum, but things seemed a little off.
I don't want to create more work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why that...
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge Waterscape, the realm of the mediocrity.
He's just ignoring us now.
We've got a lot to get through. Where was I? Oh, along with the
Zila,
Alchemy Commission
what's
and
up?
Scale Gorge Waterscape come new puzzles.
Hell yeah!
Seems like Trailblazers will face a lot of new challenges on the road to the Ambrosial Arbor. I can't wait.
Oh, Owlbert, are you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot.
Yay.
First up, a creature of indomitable size and destructive power, the Malefic Ape. And next to the list,
Monkey.
an entity rid of the burden of humanity that has remodeled itself in the way of immortality, the Ascended. And finally,
Yen Ching? Why would the General's aides attack a Cloud Knight, Lieutenant?
all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Oh no, this is level
I think
level
we
80
skipped an
engine.
enemy, Albert. You mentioned a boss lurking on the Xianzhou Lafu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how could I forget?
Isn't that the person on the left? Oh, it's a new weekly boss, right? Attack our boobies. Attack our boobies, Don Hung. Those boobies are dangerous. Wait, what the heck? Summon lotus flowers.
Hold on to your hats, folks. It's Vantilia the Undying, wielder of the power of both the destruction and the abundance. In her first phase, she summons abundance lotuses, which restore her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
Weakening her enemies
skill
and
points.
strengthening herself in one fell swoop? Yikes.
That's why choosing the right moment to destroy those abundance lotuses is so important. Eliminating an abundance lotus recovers 3 skill points.
Well,
Okay,
when
that's
you
good.
borrow something, you gotta give it back.
Now, in her second phase, Vantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These lotuses reduce ally max HP and, when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
So, should we just wait for them to stop blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl. When the lotuses aren't in bloom, their toughness doesn't receive damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness. And finally, in the third phase, Vantilia goes golden. What terrible trick does she
Super
have up her
Saiyan?
sleeve? I'm afraid Trailblazers are gonna have to wait to find out.
Oh, it's gonna be all four of
I'm
them.
curious, where did Fantilia even come from? How come she can use the powers of the abundance and the destruction?
Yeah, that's actually very
I
interesting.
hate to be that guy again, but all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Anyone here getting deja vu?
Hey, I
Three-phase
can't go
boss
spell
fight
it
though.
all,
That looks
Beans.
very cool.
When the main story combat draws to a close, Fantilia the Undying will join the Echo of War and drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luca.
Nice. Why Lucas?
And a quick reminder, Trailblazers, Echo of War has a limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial, is arriving, which drops the brand new character Ascension material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the Ascension material required for Blade.
Well, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version
So then
1.2
Kafka's gonna be defaulting to the
Ooh,
regular
I was waiting
electric
for
one.
this segment. Let's start with
That actually very good for me.
Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Xianzhou Laofu has subsided.
So this is
The Beach of
post
the Nameless
story.
can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to work his storytelling magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller. I'm familiar with him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazers story. His artistic license and collage editing bring all kinds of
Alright.
tales to life.
I have a
Well, that's
stagnant
interesting at
shadow
all,
for
right?
daily today,
To spruce
so
up the
obviously
tale,
I'm gonna go
he's
fight
given
the electric
us a
one now.
set of
Right now, and then
protagonist
for
models.
Blade, obviously we can wait
Protagonist models? What's
for the
that?
new one to come out.
Here, it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the script writers at the Emerger Club. It industrializes the script writing process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations. Now, the name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the protagonist models. Different combinations
Kudu.
have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined,
This big
Legend of the
document.
Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Well, there's more where that came from. The next event is called Underground Treasure Hunt. The
Ooh.
Underworld Appraiser,
Another resin.
is making a comeback.
They say that in Belobog's great mine, ancient ruins have been discovered where many rare treasures and relics are waiting to be identified. However, according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a space beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found. The only
Interesting.
thing is, the road to the ruin depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Treasure hunters must steel themselves and explore sealed areas in order to progress deeper into the ruins.
I'm sure these sealed areas are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka
Looks
will
like,
get a kick out of this.
Treasure hunters will need endurance, courage, and insight if they want to succeed. It's
Oh, looks like a
almost
puzzle
certain
minigame.
that the sealed areas will contain enemies, but supplementary items and keycards to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
This is a solo mission, right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on alone.
Oh, they won't be alone. During exploration, treasure hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Oh, cool. And then you get,
Of
I guess, like
course.
trial
In the
characters this way.
Underground Treasure Hunt event, aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the themed Where's the Rabbit chat box.
Isn't the rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2, the message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen. I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Oh, I love the rabbit design. It seems like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Do you think Svarog could have designed it for
Oh.
her? Maybe?
Interesting thought. Safe to say that chat boxes will continue to get updates. Trailblazers will be able to view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain. On to the next event. Where are you, Mystery Trotter?
This really is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The
Oh,
good
Regin.
news is, all of them can be found. Regan of Bellabog has come
Oh,
across
Regan.
a new scientific research gadget. Homemade sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel, maybe?
Yeah, that thing's bacon.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version 1.2, the brand new memories of Cienjo, the Voyage of Novice Trigger, will be arriving.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's not all. After clearing the Forgotten Hall Memories of Cienjo Stage 1,
Oh, is this a
Trailblazers
new
can
Forgotten
obtain the
Hall?
four-star character Yukong.
Cool.
In addition to the Forgotten Hall, the simulated universe will also be receiving an update in the form of World 7. And the brand new planar ornaments, Rutland Arena and Broken Keel, will be added to the World 7 immersion device.
Wow.
And the ride doesn't stop
Oh,
there either.
that's
In
be
version
so good on
1.2's
Lucha.
Planar Fisher event, Trailblazers that successfully challenge the simulated universe can obtain
The
a
new
set
simulated
amount of
universe world. Yeah.
planar ornament
My
rewards.
favorite mode.
Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion,
Up, increase max
Trailblazers can
HP where it's
obtain
hit
the
or their
brand
HP
new
is when an
Cavern
ally and
Relic,
clean themselves. A crit
along
rate
with
increases certain
Disciple
returns.
and
So stack
Messenger
well.
traversing hackerspace.
Ooh, speed
And
increase.
finally, in 1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain a set amount of double Cavern Relic rewards. Whew. And I think we're gonna pass out for a while.
I need a lot
Over
of
to you
these.
guys.
No problem. We got you, buddy. We got you. In version 1.2, the two companion missions, Letter from a Strange Woman and For I Have Touched the Sky, will be arriving.
In a letter from a strange woman, the Trailblazer will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should respond, I only have one thing to say. When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Go jump on that one.
Story.
Isn't he supposed to be passed out?
Also, that's so
think
poetic
someone's
for
playing
Yukong's
sound
character.
bites.
So for I've touched the sky.
I should
Sounds
say a
cool.
little something about the other companion mission. In For I Have Touched the Sky, an accident has occurred in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Thanks for watching Keeping Up with Star Rail.
Hey, sound guy, a little early on that one.
Before we bring things back to a
I
close
just still
here,
do the Bailu
let's
and
talk about
Yanqing
the ever
Bang
popular
stories, so.
reward events. Version 1.2 will see the return.
Oh my
of
god, they're
the
doing
Odyssey
another.
Check-in event. During the event, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive. They can
They give you
acquire
another
10
free 10 pull.
Star Rail
Wow.
special passes.
Yes, I love a chicken
Ooh.
event. Yes, let's do it.
That's a
Dude,
good
if they
idea.
did this every
Somebody get
rotation,
more,
that's
please.
so good. Oh my goodness, like that makes me so happy. TPB PGA GBDAK. There we go. Pin the last one now. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, this is so hype. It's gonna be a lot of chance to actually have a chance of getting both characters, even as a free to play.
Well, I said it last time, and I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun.
Uh-huh.
Another special program has come to an end. We talked about a
I
lot
like how
of
Blade's
1.2
Chibi's just smiling a
features.
lot.
You guys Got any favorites?
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When the crew fought the Doomsday Beast,
Dude,
and
can we get-
Colia Welt was
I just realized
watching from
there's,
the sidelines. This
on the
will be the
couch,
first time we see
they
him
have
on
like the
battlefield.
Ching Mahjong
Watch
tile
your back,
like
Fantasia.
cushion.
I'm
I need like
excited to see
5 of
more
those in my
Blade.
life. Well, at least
I
4.
recorded enough fighting efforts to lay down an album. We better get some fight scenes. Come on. Not to mention, it seems like him and Dan Hung are finally about to meet. Something tells me they're not going to settle things over a cup of tea.
Uh-oh. As for me, it is all about Kafka. Although I am curious about the Tales of the Fantastic event, because this sounds like Trailblazers have plenty of room to get creative.
Seems like we're all a little biased here. but one
Totally.
thing is for sure, 1.2 is a version to look forward to. Albert here has done a good job keeping us in check today, you know, and there's still a lot of mystery out there for you Trailblazers to delve into.
You guys were a handful, all right. But hey, we made it out alive. That's it for Honkai Star Rail version 1.2 special program, folks. Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in, and see you for the next one.
Oh man, that's
Yay.
exciting. Makes me. Oh,
The International Peace Corporation has just declared the latest galactic bounty hunt, calling for the capture of the Stellaron hunters. According to reliable sources, Kafka and Blade are expected to appear at the upcoming Cosmic Refreshment Supplies event, which poses a high risk of destruction. We urge the public to remain vigilant.
What is this?
We'll announce the whereabouts of the outlaws in due time and are asking for your assistance in bringing them to justice.
oh, global tea event. Okay. Well, I have no idea what that was about, but sure. Go back to the game. Get our volume back. Dude, that's hype. We see. I'm scared because, like, for Blade's banner, I have 1900 Stellar Jade, and that's it.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten?
So wait, because it's not gonna be Memory of Chaos, right? Unless, because it's making it sound like there's gonna be another, because they can't make the Yukong too hard to get, right? It sounds like there's gonna be another Forgotten Hall. So will this reset the 15? Because that'd be super cool, considering how poorly I'm doing in Memory of Chaos. There's so much to unpack. I'm so excited.